Law school takes years, so it makes perfect sense that kids younger than 18 would have to defend themselves in municipal court if their families could not afford an attorney. Angeline McCall shows us how Denver will be the first in Colorado to change that.
Across the city of Denver, young people under 18 are getting tickets and citations, things that seem small that defense attorneys say are anything but.
Those are all traumatic experiences for a young person.
Even more traumatic that youth haven't had the right to a public defender in municipal court when cited for petty crimes like trespassing or school fights.
And then to find out that young people in municipal court don't have the option, and really most families do not have the ability to hire counsel. It was just an awful fact to uncover.
Casey Duncan with the Municipal Defender's Office says most people are shocked to learn that if families couldn't pay for a private attorney, they'd have to represent themselves.
The collateral consequences, the harm that can be done by charging a child and asking them to represent themselves is massive. So that then starts off this path of what we know as the school to prison pipeline.
So the Office of the Municipal Public Defender went to City Council in December. 7 months later, the program offering defense counsel is off the ground, led by Casey and Nicole Duncan.
You also have the right to dignity throughout this process, throughout this very scary process that has the ability to touch every single aspect of your life.
A new change and right for young people that the office says is long overdue.
And we're hoping that we can, provide some meaningful resources and connections along the way that might, give some small silver lining to the unfortunate reality of a young person being in court charged with a crime.
Once the Municipal Defender's Office went to City Council, the Council then voted unanimously to add funding for these positions. That was in December. The program has its first docket of cases on Thursday.
This seems like it was a problem that was always ongoing and probably targeting people who just couldn't be affording an attorney and having to defend themselves without the expertise.
Yeah, it's just further exacerbating problems, right? So it's a good thing that they're fixing it. But when you think about citations, when you think about who's targeted, right, by police when it comes to crime, we know that there are typically communities of color. And then it's only further marginalizing, right, groups that maybe have setbacks. And so when they can't afford an attorney, then you're asking kids who might be as young as 10 or 11 to defend themselves. I think you and me couldn't even do that much.
Sure, like Doogie Howser is accidentally in a Denver courtroom. But the lawyer version of that, that's incredible. We'll see which city takes the second step to do this also. Angeline, thank you.